Sorry about that. The video got cut off. So as I mentioned, your role in the visit is to represent yourself and LPS well, to interact with the visiting team, to welcome them with open arms, and to meet with the visiting team to share your experience. You might do that as a member of the Student WASC Committee, or you might be one of those people who goes to a random lunch with members of the committee. I talked a little bit about the importance of being honest, and it is true that they're going to ask you about things that need to change about our school, and I want you to be honest. However, I also know that it's important to communicate effectively with the team so that they really get an idea of what matters and what suggestions they should make to our school. The other thing that is part of your role is to think really critically about what are the most important things that need to change in order for us to reach our goal of sending everybody to college. All right, it's time to practice some of the questions that we're pretty sure the WASC team may ask you. Here's how this is going to work. You're going to be in groups of 2. There are 4 questions. Your teacher is going to pause this video after each question comes on the screen. And you'll have 2 minutes, about 2 minutes to answer the question, and each person should practice. If you're the listener, your job is to give feedback on how effectively the other person has communicated the answer. Time for question 1. Question 1 is, what is the goal of LPS San Jose? What are our pillars and why are they important? Teachers, you should pause the video now so students can practice. All right, so many of you know this, but you know that our goal is to send 100% of our students to college, and our pillars are grit, achievement, innovation, and community. Those are things that we think are important to success, but they're also the things that guide our decisions as a school. Time for question 2. What are you doing or learning in class today? This is something that they might ask you when they come in a visit. Think about a class other than advisory. Pause the video now. Okay, so this is something that I want to be really clear about. A lot of times when I walk into class and I say, hey, what are you doing? Somebody points to a piece of paper or a computer and says the word this. This does not tell me effectively what you're working on. When someone says, what are you doing? What they really mean is, what are you learning about? What are you talking about? And why does that matter? So as you're answering this question when the WASC team is here, think about giving them as much information as you can about what you're doing and why. Actually, question 3. What do you like about LPS? In what ways does it prepare you for college or a career? Pause the video now. Great. As I mentioned, it's important to share what you do like about LPS and how we've grown in the past few years. And finally, question 4. What suggestions for improvement do you have? What do you think we need to do differently as a school to help us reach our goal? Pause the video now. Great. So I know that a lot of you often have things that you think that we can improve on, and it's important to communicate those during the WASC visit. Honesty is important. However, there's a difference between being constructive in feedback and complaining about things. So in order for the committee to hear it, we really want to aim on the constructive side. And finally, it's important that we own our school together, both staff and students. So when you think about the things that we can do better, phrasing it as this is the thing that we can do differently rather than this is the thing they have to do can help the committee better hear the feedback and integrate it into their report. Thank you so much for spending the time listening to this. There's an exit ticket that has been emailed to you. Please complete it for the next 5 to 10 minutes as thoroughly and thoughtfully as possible. And if you are interested in joining the Student WASC Committee and meeting with me before the visit, there's a question at the bottom of the form for you to express that. Have a wonderful first week back, and I will see you all around campus.